Hey everyone, Alex here. In this video we are going to learn about WP CLI and how to use this tool effectively. So WP CLI is a very powerful tool from WordPress that allows you to perform specific actions and comments on your WordPress installation. And um, instead of going in our WordPress dashboard and doing some things manually, we can simplify and streamline this process with WP CLI. In many modern hosting companies, this tool already should be pre-installed for you. So here I am in my SSH terminal and connected to my server on Cloudways. On Cloudways, WP CLI already pre-installed for you. And to confirm that, I can type WP CLI --info, or I think WP --info. Don't forget to put space. And as you can see here, we have some information, some result. So this indicates that WP CLI installed and ready to use. Next, what we'll discuss is different comments that we can use. So if you navigate in the developer.wordpress.org/WCLI/comments, you can find list of all the comments available. So let's briefly check what we can do here. We can perform different actions in our WordPress admin. We can even manipulate our cache. We can generate new WP config file. We can also install, download, and update our WordPress installation completely from scratch, right? Then we can do some actions with our databases, like repairing databases, deleting, creating databases. What else we can do is to import, export content, perform some actions with WP Media, with images and other assets. We can also manipulate our posts, create posts. The very useful one is plugins, actually, right? And also themes, and we can also work with users. So basically, most of the actions that you can perform through your admin, you can also perform with this, and it will be much faster and quicker. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to navigate to my applications folder. I'm going to navigate to my folder, to my WordPress installation, right? And so you need to be in this folder, because otherwise this may not work. And next, what we can do is I created a list here of different commands. The most common that I use and that are useful. So first, for example, what we can do is to run WP core version, right? So we just type WP space core space version. This one will give, okay, so as you can see, I have an error because I'm not in my WordPress installation. I actually forgot that I need to navigate into public HTML folder, and now I'm in my WordPress installation. So make sure that you are in your WordPress installation. You need to see files there like WP admin, folders, WP admin, WP content, WP config. So this way you confirm that you are in WordPress installation, okay? So now let's try to run WP core version. And now we can see the result that I have the latest version installed on my system. I can also check WP core, check -update, and this one will give me it will basically check and see if there are updates for my core version. And here I don't have updates because I'm on the latest version. If I want to update it, I will run WP core update, and this one will update my WordPress installation. Next, let's check plugins. Let's talk about plugins. So let's type WP plugin list. This one will give me a list of all the plugins installed on my WordPress installation. And from here, I can also see that I can update plugins, right? So to update, for example, WooCommerce, in my installation, I have version 9.5.2. The recent is 9.6.2. I can use my WP CLI. I can type WP plugin update, and then I will type slug of the plugin, which is WooCommerce, and this will update my WooCommerce plugin on my WordPress installation. To confirm that, I can navigate in my installation and check the updates and refresh. And now, as you can see, WooCommerce is updated to the latest version. It's not appearing here anymore. Next, what you can do is to install plugins. Also, you can type WP plugin install, and then type the name of the plugin that you want to install. For example, it can be something like simply show hooks. So that's the slug of the plugin, and it will install. So here it shows that this plugin actually cannot be installed because it doesn't exist. So I probably should find another plugin. But for example, I can install a query monitor or something like this. So let's try to install query monitor. And I already have this plugin actually installed, but I just want to show you how to install specific plugins, right? So it shows here that it's already installed. I can also delete plugins the same way. WP plugin delete query monitor, and this will delete query monitor plugin from my installation. You can also activate plugins using command WP plugin activate and then name of the slug, or you can activate all the plugins with this flag -- then we can also check our database. For example, WP DB size -- tables will give me list of my database tables and size of these tables. One of the useful feature with working with database is that we can actually optimize our database using WP DB optimize. This command will optimize your database, and you don't need to install any plugin for this. Just simply run this command and your database will be optimized. We can also repair database, reset database, so any operations with database can be performed with this WPDB command. So another useful feature is we can actually export our database, so it's like a manual backup. Although we have a plugins right now that can do this usually backups for us, but just in case if we want manual backup, we can always type WPDB export and then name of you can give it any name. So for example, I'll just make it database backup.sql, and this one will export my database into this file, and now I can maybe save it somewhere in cloud or just keep it on my machine. So that is my backup of my database. Next, I can override permalink structure using WP rewrite command and then WP rewrite structure. And here I can specify post name, for example, to rewrite my permalink structure, okay? And finally, we can also work with users. We can see a list of users, we can create users. We can also regenerate our media files with this helpful command WP media regenerate. As you know that regenerate, as you know that this can be also achieved with a plugin, but in case you don't want to install plugin, you can just run this command. And we can also install themes or plugins the same way. So we can type WP theme, install, then the name of the theme. And this one will install a theme on your WordPress installation. So that's how useful it is. So if you work with remote server and you want to perform some actions frequently, like updating plugins, making some backups, working with databases, this is really a helpful tool. Make sure that it's installed on your server. If it's not installed, then there is tutorial in official WordPress documentation on how to actually install it. But in case of Cloudways, it's actually installed, pre-installed for you automatically, right? So that's it for this video. Hope you find it helpful. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.